stitchy friends, welcome to Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie and today is, I think it's the 14th. Yeah, the 14th of August 2026. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel all about cross stitch and the things that I'm working on, plus any kind of acquisitions that I am making to my stash. That'll be included too. I got a lot of that because I went to a weekend retreat, so I got a lot of that. So I'll share that as well. I do have a finish to show you. I wish it was a fully finished, but it is not as of yet, but it will get done soon. And I've only worked on finishing that and one other item, and that is it. That's all I've worked on. I've been doing a lot of quilty kind of things, so I haven't done a lot of stitching. I need to start hanging with my stitchy buddies, so I will get more done. I am going to the Saturday we have our stitchy meetup for Lake Cumberland Stitchers. So I'll be going to that and working on the project that I am going to show you. And that's about it. So let's get it rolling, right? You're here for the stitching, not for anything else. Okay, so I do have a fully finished. Let's share that first because I am super excited about it. Not fully finished. I finished, I'm trying to get a thread off of it, and it's partially ironed, so I apologize. I finished Nature's Journey from Sprouting Lupine. So I am super excited to have this finished. So I'm going to stand up so I can show it to you. It is just beautiful. Beautiful. I cannot wait to get it framed. So there it is. And I'm going to move it in so you can see the whole thing. I mean, look at it. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that frog over here. Oh, I love that frog. I have some frogs in my back. I love them. I call my one frog Kermit the Frog. And just absolutely stunning. Look at all the four moths together there. Let me tilt a little so the light's not, push the light a little away. There we go. And going down, you can see the cardinal head and the ladybug right here, which is adorable. Just so many beautiful things on this design. So many beautiful things. And this is on a 36 count piece that was a Bestitch Me bedrock that I over dyed with a black and dark green dye to get it this dark gray moody fabric, which makes the pinks and the light colors just pop. So absolutely love it. One of my favorites. She is now having a stitch along, and I'm gonna have to join in on it. I'm gonna have to. I think she is, I want to say she's on Etsy, but I'm not positive, and selling look up Sprouting Lupine and see if you can find her there. I think that's where it is, but they've already released one or two pieces, and I'm like, oh, I need to do that. And of course, it's all about bugs again, which I think are fun to stitch because they come out so freaking adorable. I mean, my little bee, let me just point some stuff out here because it's like fun. Of course, I mentioned the frog, so let's point out the frog here. So you've got the frog right there. Isn't he adorable? The caterpillar. You've got a bird head here. The bumblebee, which I've told before, I've redid the bumblebee so that the bee's wings are translucent. The bee's legs are done, I'm trying to get it to look right. The bee's legs are done over one. What else is on here? Let's see. Because it's just so stinking adorable. You got your ladybug right here. You've got a skull up here. Let's see, what else? I know there are other bugs here. You got a beetle bug right there. So just adorable, adorable patterns. I mean, adorable little things, little stitches. So absolutely love that. The other thing that I worked on, and I'm kind of sticking with it at this point, is Lady of the Flag. And of course I've got thread hanging here, but oh well. And everyone knows what Lady of the Flag looks like, but I'll put a picture here. And I am doing it on the Fabric Flares We the People fabric. It is 32 count Lugana. And again, this is where she is. So when you guys saw this last time, I did not have this bottom done. So I'm working on the bottom, and all that white and blue is what I am working on right there, which is the banner that comes across the bottom here. I'm trying to get all the bottom done, and then I'll work and finish off the top. But just a beautiful piece. I know she looks like the headless woman, and she is, but just a beautiful piece. And I just felt the need that I needed to get this done this year. She has been going since 2018, I believe. 2018. I started her on, I believe, 9/11. No. Yeah, 9/11, 2018. And she's not done yet, and that's not right. She should be done. So I'm going to get her done. My other piece, which is my oldest piece, is sitting on a scroll frame that I got on one of the unload groups, fairly cheap. But she is sitting on this, and that's Miss Christmas Eve, because all she needs is to be beaded from the bodice up. And I put her on the frame to encourage myself to take her and start getting the beading finished. All the stuff on the bottom is done. You can see all the beads down here. They're all done. I just have to bead the top. And I just need to do it. It's as simple as that. So one night, I will grab her and the bag of her beads, and I will take her out to the living room, and I will start beading her, because it's not going to take forever to do it. It could take me just a night. I just need to do it. So I have been lazy, but I love this scroll frame. These are much lighter, these split rail scroll frames. These are a little different. These are the old style where they just used to split them halfway and it wasn't all the way through. So, which is fine, but this is so super light that I really love it. The ones that I have are heavy, and I just wouldn't use them because they were too heavy. But this is super light. So I got this on unload, but I picked up this other one I'm going to show you, and this other stuff I'm going to show you from the retreat. So I went to the Berea retreat. We do this twice a year. It's usually July and January, and we have such a fabulous time. I go with a group of ladies, and we have so much fun for the weekend. We stay at Boone Tavern in Berea, Kentucky, and the retreat's right there in the hotel. And we stitch, we go shopping, we go thrifting, we eat out, we, run for coffees if we want coffees. We are just going and we're stitching and we're having fun. And this year, this retreat was with a guild that was more of a needle pointers guild, and we just jumped in with them. But they had a stitcher and an embroiderer who passed away, and the family donated all her stuff to the guild, and the guild brought a bunch of it with them, and it was cross stitch. There was tons of cross stitch, and there was some needlepoint and stuff like that, and I just went nuts. I went nuts, and they kept telling us, take it, take it, take it. We don't want to bring it home. Take whatever you see that you like, just take it. So we did. We had a ball. We went through the stack of stuff, and it spanned two large tables, and we must have went through it 3 or 4 times. We went through it when we got there, and then we waited for everybody to go through it, and then we went through it again, and we got more stuff. And it was just crazy. But what I got was this old frame that you have to stitch your piece onto, and it's fairly lightweight, and I like it. And I like it. It's this size. This is a size that I definitely would use. I do have a Case Creation lap stand, and these things will lock into that stand. So, and I think it'll work great. But I did get this one there. And then I got this little dinky one. So cute. but I don't know how the fabric goes on there. There's this little advertisement that was with it, shows you fabric on it and stuff. And I have looked up this thing. I have Googled it. I have AI'd it, tells you exactly what it's called, but nothing about how you get the fabric on it. So I'm assuming that I could just use a little clip or something, clip it, and when I start rolling it, unclip it and try to catch it. But it's just super cute. It's something I would probably stitch something in and then leave it in. You know, I'd probably move the other one of this down to here and use it as like a stand and with a piece in it. I don't know, but I thought it's free. I thought it was cute. I grabbed one. A couple of the other girls grabbed one, and that's it. This is the only thing I grabbed, I believe, that was needlepoint because, and I'm going to pull the picture of him out of it because there's so much plastic here. I just had to have this. Nobody wanted it. I'm like, oh no, I have to do this because he is so stinking cute. And I know you all love him. Look at that. Isn't he adorable? And look what they did at the bottom. They made him a stand-up. That's what cinched it. I'm like, yep, stand up. I can do that. I can do that. He is so adorable that I love him to death. I would love to have him in a stand-up in my house. And it is actual needlepoint. So when you look at it, it was a kit. It has all the wool. It has the pattern. Of course, I need to learn how to read this pattern. And it has the mesh, there he is on it. But what gets me, and it's even got the little needle stuck in it. Somebody had started it. They started at the very top and then they stopped. And I can see that it is just, the particular stitch they're doing is just a half stitch. I don't know if the whole thing's half stitch or not. I'm not sure. But the pattern, I'm thinking maybe it looks like a cross stitch pattern. I can actually do it in cross stitch, but it does not. It does not. They give you the little base to make them, and it looks like this. This is what it looks like. Let's see if we can figure this one out, huh? Look at that. It's just a bunch of blocks of lines and numbers. Number 7 tells you what color to put there. But it's just telling you what colors go where. And I'm sure I'll eventually figure it out. It says it uses the continental stitch, which is what we call a half stitch, uses a back stitch, and it uses a couching stitch. Those are the 3 stitches used in this design. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I might actually get hooked and want to do more. Who knows? But it was free. He's adorable. I had to have him. And he's now mine. So I love that the Edmonds frame that I got even had the paperwork to it. So that was super cool. And then the Edmonds, which is the one with the little things on it, it also had another set of, there were several sets of these. So there's several people that got different ones. I got this one, which is just like an inch or 2 smaller. So that was part of that. I got a grime guard. It's kind of small. It might fit a 6x6 Q-snap, which I do have. I thought about using it for my hoops and stuff and putting it around my hoops, but I don't know. But it's got a hole in it, so it's definitely was probably used for a hoop that had the screw top to it because they put a hole in the top of it for the screws to go through. So cute though. It was, again, part of the free stuff. I got this, which is a Oso Calico. This was in there in the pile. You unsnap it, and it's got, that's So Calico, sorry. It's got, the little thread holder. It's got the mat where you can put your threads. And so cute, and even has a needle in it. So it's got, the fabric is little houses. I think they're crooked. They are. They're crooked. She put it on there crooked. I don't think she makes stuff anymore. Anybody hear about her? I haven't heard a word. So that was cute. That was free. And then we had giveaways and stuff, and one of the things I won was this bag. And it is a little project bag. Patriotic, of course, I picked that. Patriotic, we get to pick. Once you got chosen, you would go to the table and get picked. This here was all in a bag together. It is Pamela's Final Touch Finishing Instructions Kit. It has a cross stitch. It's a little pillows, which is so cute. And then it came with the little pieces that go in the middle, which are the kitty cats. So, yeah, of course I had to take that, kitty cats. I got this magazine because of the front cover. I love that Santa Claus and the deer. This is For the Love of Cross Stitch. This is January 1994. I don't think there was anything else in here that I loved. There's a Santa in here, but it's not my favorite. Santa with the reindeers and stuff. So it looks like that. If anybody would like that, you can let me know in the comments below. Or let's change that. You could send me an email. I'll put my email address below. I changed it to a Gmail account. It is crossmystitches1@gmail.com, but I'll put it below. So the first person to respond with their name and address, that's who I'll give it to. So that's Santa Claus, and it's got a moon and the reindeer. Super cute. Let's see, was there anything else in this one I liked? There's cute too. Sorry, I'm trying to go through it, but like my fingers aren't working today. I'm trying to see what else is in here. I think that was it. There's Santa, right? And then there was some little nativity things, but they're attached to Santa's things, so I can't do anything with those. But that's what I got that. And then I got this here I found. I am hooked on That Patchwork Place. Is a company that makes a lot of books years ago that were quilting, and they were all full of patterns. And I have bought at least 10 or 12 of them at this point, and I've got another one coming. But this one is called That Patchwork Place Holiday Happenings by Crystal Carter. And the company that did this was Martindale. Martindale is out of business now. This was a $16.95 book. And it has all these little quilts, little banners and stuff you can make. Super cute. Look at, you got the flag, you got the heart, you got the Santa face, which is so adorable. And then on the back, you've got the corn, the Thanksgiving, and the bunny. I love these. I want to make these. I want to have a hanging quilt in my living room at all times hanging. So there's a heart one. This book is quite old. The bunny, they got like the bunny, which is too cute, and then the sheep and the duck. You know, and all these can be made, and making little banners and stuff. It's so easy to put them together. Oh, there's a Halloween ones. Look at that. You got the ghost and the cat. I'll have to show this one on my quilting video. Oh yeah, look, look, look. There's the Thanksgiving one. Look how adorable. They are adorable. There's the turkey. There's the corn. You can tell this book's been damaged by somebody spilled coffee on it. But it still you can see everything on it. Got it for free. I was happy with it. I got this here, which is a pattern by You and I and Friends. I love these tall, thin ones, these little pencil-like ones. And this one is a bee one that says For the Bees. You can see that. I have like 4 of these already, and I love them. I'm still looking for the moon one. Or is it the sun? I think it's the sun one. There's a sun one that's a tall, thin one like this, and it's the sun, and I can't find it anywhere. One of my friends that went with me, she was giving away patterns she had already done. This is Sweet Freedom Berry. She had brought these to give away. And then Red, White, and Bloom from Brenda Gervais. I got this one on the table, but I paid, I think I paid $5 for it. Maybe it was, no, it wasn't that. It was less than that. I paid $5 or $4 for it. I don't know. But this one's a hard to find one right now. Santa's Magic Memorabilia. I think I paid $4 for it. I think. There's another You and I and Friends. This one was a house. I thought that was super cute. This one here, oops, that's a couple of them, is Milady's Needle, and it's these little keychain designs, but it included the keychain, so even if I don't use those designs, I can put some other designs in here that are cross stitch, would be fun. So there are 2 keychains in here, so that was fun. And then I found a quilting pattern, which was Chasing Windmills, again on the freebie table. So I grabbed that. And then I got this McCall's, oh, don't fall on me. Hold on. Let me put some of this stuff back in here so this plastic tote doesn't fall on me. Then I got this book called McCall's Needlework. I'm going to put my fingers over someone's address that's still on here. And there was something in here that caught my eye. I know the birds caught my eye, but there must have been something else that caught my eye in here. There were tons of magazines, just tons, but of course not the one that I'm looking for. If anybody out there has the May, I think it's May 2012, I'll put a picture of what it looks like. Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. I will put a picture up here. If you have it and you're willing to part with it, please give me an email. Send me an email down below, or if you will sell it to me, how much you'll sell it to me for, because I'm hunting for that particular book to finish a series that I want to do, and I'm missing that one. It's a series of cross stitch that involves cross stitch and wool applique. It's on the same design, which I love to do both, so I wanted to do all 3 in the series. They're super cute, and I'd like to have that one so I can do them. They're not going to take that long to do. They're not that big, but I would love to do them. What did I get this magazine for? I'm looking. Whatever it is, I'm not seeing it. It might have been the birds, but I didn't even pass the birds in here. I can't. That's going to drive me nuts now. I'm sorry about the noise from the magazine. I need to know. I got it for something. Right, there's the bird one, but where's the bird designs? Did I get ripped off? Did I get this and not get nothing? I'm almost laughing because, oh, there's a pattern section in here. This one does it a little differently. They put all their patterns in a little pattern sheet. So you can't, it's not in the pages, so to speak. Looking to see if the birds are here. Oh yeah, the birds are here. That might have been the only thing, I guess, that I was interested in, was the birds. Because I don't see anything else I'm interested in. But the birds are really cute. You can see them on the front. Well, let me see if there's a page here where they were on it. If I can come back to it. Sorry, you're probably not really interested in this. But somebody might be. So I'm just want to show. And this is McCall's Needlework, December 1994. There they are. There's the bird one. Isn't that cute? I love those birds. They don't look like they're that big. They don't look like there's a lot of stitching there. And I know I don't have a piece of this, but I have a piece of bell pull fabric like that. I wonder if they fit on there. So that was that. And I think that's all I have. Nothing else is going on. Like I said, I haven't done a ton of stitching. Oh, I gotta show these things. These were not from, see, I knew there was something I'm thinking in my head. What else I want to show? These I got from an unload group. So this is pretty cool. This is a cross stitch that somebody sold for $5. And I just love it. I do have to fix, there was long stitches that ran down some of the framing on this, and they did it as one long stitch, so it's all loose and wiggly. I'll have to redo the back stitch on that, but look how beautiful that is. That is beautiful. I'm going to put that in my bathroom. My bathroom is painted like this baby bluish color, and we put in it ocean stuff in there. I have another cross stitch in there, but this would be gorgeous in there. So, and as you can see what I'm talking about, just so you can see it, let's see. Right here on the seahorse, the fabric, you can see the threads are loose because they ran it as one thread on both sides. So I'll have to redo that. So I might take that with me tomorrow and redo that, figure out what color that is, pull those out and redo them. So I'll put that in my bag over here so I don't forget that I need to do that. I picked up, and some of these have glare, so I apologize. Oh, and this is from, I'll show that too. This I got on the Unload group. It's a cardinal. It is Bob Timberlake. It was part of one of the designs that he painted that somebody put into cross stitch, and it's a cardinal, which I loved. And then I got these, and I was so thrilled to get these. These are the Professor Thisbe's Wondrous Strange Collections of Wee Beasties, and they are insects. And these things are hard to find. And so I'm going to show you which ones that I got, and I paid, I think, what did I pay? I think I paid $4, maybe $4 a piece for them. This one here is the Queen Bumblebee, which is the hardest to find. And they're all signed by the designer. This one here is the Orchid Bee. And then we have the, let's see what these are. There's two moths on here. It says Wee Beasties Part 2. But it doesn't tell me, well, it tells me the name of the moths, but it doesn't have a, there's that one, moths. This one is the beetles. This is the ladybug. Let's see, 9-spotted ladybug, 2-spotted ladybug, and lateral ladybug. Again, just adorable. If you're into bugs, I'm into bugs. So cute. And then this one is the part 4, and it has a ash gray ladybug. I don't know where these, I'll have to read in here. It probably tells you what country they're in. California ladybug and twice stabbed ladybug. And that's that one. So what a great find. These are really hard to find. They got signatures on them. So that was a great find. I'm glad I got those. So yeah, they were selling part of it, and then there was a big part where they were just giving it away, which was awesome, just awesome. So that's all I've been doing. I have, if you don't watch my quilty video, I'm picking up a new embroidery sewing machine combo this weekend, so I'm super excited about that. So I can do some embroidery and stuff. I would love to do some shirts and stuff. So we'll see how that works out. And that is about it. Hopefully I will get some more stitching in the next time I see you. I know this is kind of sporadic at this point, but I'm not really doing, as you see, a lot of stitching. I'm kind of focusing on one thing and trying to get it done. So I will continue to work on Lady of the Flag until I feel like I'm over it or I'm tired of it and I need something else. But she is my focus right now. She is the oldest. I have that one, and I have the flag one, which is Bygone Stitches. I can't remember the name of the flag, but you know which one I'm talking about, the big one with all the state names on it. I have that one. That's old. That was 2020. So I've got 2017, 2018, 2020, and then there's something else in between all that. I've got to get these done. I've got to get them done. So that is my plan. I'm just going to kind of stick to it. I'll pop in every once in a while and I'll share what I am doing in cross stitch. If you're interested in seeing the quilting portion, you can always watch that video. I will probably do some videos on that. I may do some videos on embroidery as I'm learning it. I definitely want to do some videos on the foundation paper piecing, which I'm doing in the quilting videos, and show how to do the foundation paper piecing and how that's going and those kind of things. But it's been pretty quiet, so I haven't really filmed a video because I don't have that much. I just don't. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you, if you're a subscriber, I just want to say thank you so much for all my quilty friends. I'm sorry, all my stitchy friends. I'm going to go back and forth with that now, which video I'm on. All my stitchy friends that have brought me over 6,000. I'm at 6,046, I think, subscribers, which is just totally awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you that don't subscribe, because over 50% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribers. What's up? Why just hit the button and subscribe? It's okay. I have at least 100 or more subscriptions in mine. And do I watch every single one of them every single time? No. But if it's something that pops up that I find interesting in the first minute or two, I'm hanging around and I'm watching. So you don't have to watch every single one to be a subscriber, but I would appreciate it if you did. But if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. If you keep coming back and watching and you're not a subscriber, hit the like button. There's a hype button down there, down by where the save is, where you put save, or you just scroll along there, you'll see a hype button. That helps my channel a great deal. Please hit the hype button for me. Get me hyped up in there so it helps more people see my channel. And tell me what you're working on. Send me an email. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me if you saw something that you thought was cool or you liked. If you're not a subscriber but you watch my channel, tell me why you don't subscribe. What is it that makes you not want to subscribe, or you don't hit the subscribe button? Is there something you would like to see? Is there something different you'd like to see? Is you're watching me but you're not thrilled with my personality? You just want to hate on me as I'm shooting a video and throw darts at the TV. I don't know. But let me know in the comments below, and let's chit chat and talk about things. Have a blessed day. I will see you again soon. Happy stitching to all my stitchy friends, and have a great day. Bye.